Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Charlene with Sweet Pieces by Me, and today is day 2 of 12 Days of Christmas, and I will be sharing with you this bag box that is also available on splitcoaststampers.com. I will link the instructions below. That will take you to splitcoaststampers.com, and you would click on the bag box in a bag tutorial. So I'm going to show you how to make this. Let's go ahead and get started. Today I have close to my heart materials and paper, design paper, and this paper is super cute. I absolutely love it. It's called Christmas Story, and I have some of it here. This is one of the sheets in it. These colors are more traditional colors, but it has the black in it, which I really love. And there's some red with white polka dots, they're really tiny, and some striped paper, just gorgeous. And then of course this paper that we're going to be using. Now I had thought about using the back side just to do have a different look, which is this side, which is pretty. But I'm absolutely in love with this side of the paper, so I'll be using this side again. So what you want to do first of all is take a coordinating cardstock. If you want to use the same colors here, this is Scarlet, and again this is close to my heart paper. I'll link my website below if you really want to get some of this exact paper. But you want to take the coordinating cardstock. And I mean, you could use green here, you could use black, which would look really good. Even this light green color would be really pretty as well. But this is Scarlet, and I cut this to 4.5 by 4.5. And then I'm gonna take my scoreboard and I'm gonna score it on 1 inch on every side. And then you're gonna, this is kind of weird, but you're gonna just have it so that a score line is like matching up, I guess, if that makes sense, all the way down. You're just gonna score from the corner to the first score though, just in this first little square. And you're gonna do that on each corner. So hopefully it'll, you know, line up pretty good. You can start at the top if that's easier. Might be a little bit more lined up if you do it that way. All right, then you're actually done with the scoreboard. You don't need that anymore. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can use any scoring tool. All right, so it's gonna look like this. And then we're gonna fold all of those burnished and crease it and fold them all. Make sure you're doing all the triangles that you just made as well. Folding them in, actually. Folding them in. Because that's the way we're going to be folding it. Now, I would say this next part is the most tedious part because we are going to be cutting some sticky strip. Now, if you don't have any of this, you can use white glue. You can use E6000 glue. I would say, truly, if you're going to be doing a bunch of these, get yourself some sticky strip. You can buy this stuff online. You can buy it from Stampin' Up. I believe, close to my heart, we also have a version of it. So just buy from your favorite vendor, really. And you're gonna make sure you put it on all of the little corners. And this is where I'm saying it gets tedious because you need to do it 8 times and cut tiny. The bottom of our box. Now, comes for the fun part here. So this piece, we are going to put sticky strip on as well. And you're gonna put it on the bottom of the back side of the paper. So, oops, this is gonna be the back side. I want the pretty front side. Well, they're both pretty, but. So you're gonna run it along this edge, and then you're gonna run it along the bottom, okay? And go all the way across. All right. Okay, then you're gonna peel the bottom one first. And line up your box about halfway here is what I would do, so you can kind of see what you're doing. I don't know how I ended up with a piece of sticky strip here on the bottom, but that's funny. Extra piece. All right, about halfway, just even with the paper. And then you're gonna roll it and make sure it's even with that paper. Pressing from the inside there to get that. And you just keep going. Roll it again, nice and even. And then you're gonna get close here, so you're gonna wanna take off this strip. Okay. And, oops. Make sure that was pressed on there, and then fold this over and make that snug. And you can reach on the inside there and make sure you press on the inside. So that's what it's gonna look like on the inside. Your box is in there. It's super cute already. All right, next, you're gonna take a 1-inch strip by 11 inches, and we're gonna use this scalloped punch to make this trim. If you don't have a scallop punch, any other punch, border punch, oops, will work. And just punch this all the way across. Now, on my previous bag, I did some white chalking, and I'm just not in the mood to do more chalking. So if you look, I did like some faux stitching here. I know it's super cute, but I am like super exhausted. I do not want to do that. So I'm going to skip that part. Feel free to do that if you want. You can always add it later, really. So I'm going to skip that part, and then I'm just going to put 2 strips of sticky strip here on the bottom. Just a couple strips. Okay. Pull that off. All right. And then I'm going to start on the edge with the seam. So that was back here. So the seams will be on the same side. And just wrap that around on the bottom. Kind of crease it as you go around. Oops. It's not really evenly lined up there. Okay. Sticky strip is usually a little bit forgiving. Not too much though, so you gotta be careful. And then again, reach on the inside, and then that way you can really press, get a good seal. I didn't go all the way on that side, so I'm just gonna cut that to be even. All right, and then next are the tabs at the top. And the tabs at the top, it says to use a round tab punch. It's a Stampin' Up! Punch, but if you don't have that, you can use any tab punch that you want. I really like these. That's all I had. I did not have the round tab punch. So I punched a couple of these. These are Stampin' Up! Punch. You can even use a circle, though, if you don't have the round tab. Fold them in half. And then you're going to punch a hole in them. That'll be for your ribbon at the top. So kind of punch it towards the top, but not too close. And then again, I'm not going to do the faux stitching. Done with that. But so on these, you're going to do another little piece of of this sticky strip. And I'm going to do one on each side because it's going to go one on each side of the bag. Okay. Right. Oh, where'd it go? I lost it. Oh, there it is. It's like losing the end of the packing tape. It's the same thing. All right. Okay, and then you're gonna find that seam side again, and I would have that be, you can have that be one of the sides, maybe the back. And just make sure your hole sticks up high enough because that's where you're gonna put the ribbon. So I just put it on like that. So it's gonna stick up a little bit because it's gonna fold like this, and then you're gonna tie your ribbon. Same thing with the other side. Sometimes this stuff does not come off. Okay. And again, oops, put it on this side. Cool. And just enough to give you little handles there. And then before we tie it, I'm gonna stamp something here because I really like having something on the outside of the packaging. You can do like for you or a sweet treat or whatever you're giving away. I just like Merry Christmas. So I'm just gonna stamp that. And then I found in one of the Close to My Heart stamp sets, really cute little, kind of like a holly sprig of, I don't know what, but I really like that. I've got, this is mocha. This is toasted almond, I think. Let's see. I think it's, or toffee, toasted almond. I'm toasted, just kidding. Toast toffee. And then I have candy apple here. Also, all of these coordinate. And I have these tiny little berries that were in another stamp set. I'm not even gonna use a block, it's so tiny. And I'm just gonna put them on here. A few on there. That looks good. Hopefully I won't lose that. Put it on another block. Okay. And adhesive on here. Put it on this coordinating blue. And let me find my dimensionals here. And that blue is, I think it's, I want to say sage. It's not really a blue. It's kind of a green, light green. I think it's sage. Is that color? Might be mink, but So pardon me for not knowing for sure. I think it's a new color, so I'm not positive, but all right. So then I'm gonna put that not on the side with the seam, that's kind of like the back. So I'm gonna put it on this side, right in the middle, push that on there. And then I have this retired Stampin' Up! Ribbon that I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna run that through. And I will post the link below on where to find the instructions for these. They're pretty easy to make, with lots of sticky strip, but very easy to make. And super cute packaging, would be great for candles or candy or homemade cookies. If you need some of these in a hurry, some of these little gift boxes for cookies can be very expensive. And if you have some patterned paper lying around and some cardstock, you can make these super cute gift bag boxes. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys subscribe and have a great Christmas. Thanks for watching.